lot going on in this month's market update. Everything from buying a car in California to getting it here really easy in Hawaii, to interest rates, to what's happening at the end of the month with the 2024 Ironman. Hi, I'm Dan Polimino with KW Big Island and the Hawaii team, and it is October here in the islands, which means a couple of things with this market update. The first is that this is where the weather starts to change. Right around mid-month, all of the heavy heat is now behind us and some of the cooler weather starts appearing, particularly at night. It's absolutely beautiful in October here in the islands if you haven't been here. And we're getting ready to host a lot of people, right? Because at the end of the month will be the 2024 Ironman. It's October 26th here on the island. And if you remember, if you're a fan of the Ironman, they kind of changed formats. Last year it was just the women here, and then the men were in France. This year it's swapped. The women are in France and the men are in Kona. So it's men only. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a big field, a lot of people in town. It will be very, very busy. And if you're in real estate like me, it's a great opportunity to show a lot of our terrific listings. Want to get to a few other things in our market update. It is traditionally a little slower in the beginning of October, but then it picks up when Ironman gets here. It's a little slow at the beginning of November, but then when we get to Thanksgiving, that is officially the kickoff of our season. So from Thanksgiving really all the way to the end of April, that is the selling and buying season here in Hawaii. In fact, over the last couple of years, the crowds and tourism has been greater at Thanksgiving weekend than it has been at Christmas, which has been kind of interesting. We'll see if the trend continues this year. There are still some great deals to be made out there. If you are looking to purchase a condo or a single family home and you want to get it under asking price without having to compete against a bunch of offers, you've got about 5, maybe 6 more weeks to pull that off. Once the election's over, prices will go up for sure, and there will be more buyers in the market and more competition for no other reason than the uncertainty will be over, and the pent-up demand that's been going on for 2.5 years people will now get off the couch and they will be ready to make their plans. So again, if you were thinking about getting something in Hawaii, try to do it. Contact us here at the Hawaii team in the next 5 to 6 weeks. We got some terrific single family homes coming on the market in the next 30 days. I've got about 3 of them and possibly a real high-end luxury condo down in the resorts. So if you are looking for a single family home in Kona or a condo in the resorts with an ocean view, then by all means reach out to us. We want to talk with you. Interest rates. Interesting thing about interest rates. Everyone's seen the headlines that interest rates are coming down. And the question is, well, isn't that great for Hawaii? It is, and it isn't a big story. And here's why. Interest rates are coming down primarily if you are purchasing a primary residence here in Hawaii. So you could get something in the high 5s for a primary resident, which seems pretty good compared to where interest rates have been. But if you're buying a second home or you intend to do short-term vacation rentals in that, interest rates are still about in that 6.75 to 6.875 to 6.9 range, somewhere in there. And so it's better than it was because it was in the high 7s to low 8s. So it's down about a point. But if you're looking for, a second home or a short-term vacation rental and you want that interest rate to be in the 5s, we've got about another 3/4 of a point to go. There is going to be, it sounds like, from all intent and purposes, another rate cut here before the end of the year, and I don't think we'll get into the 5s for a second home before the end of the year, but I could be wrong. And if not, we'll probably reach it in the first quarter of 2025. Recently bought a new car, and I hadn't done that in a while, and I don't, as you know, if you've watched my videos before, I generally don't buy cars here in Hawaii because they are marked up. I bought this one in California, in Torrance, California, and I shipped it over here, and it couldn't be easier. I was in California, I test drove the car, bought it, drove it straight from the dealership right to the Matson port in Long Beach and threw it on the boat, and believe it or not, it's super fast. The part that's a delay is that Matson and all the big shippers, they only go into Honolulu, and then they have to transfer your vehicle from their ship to Young Brothers, because Young Brothers is the only one that runs a ship between Honolulu and Hilo, the east side of the island. And so the delay happens in the transfer in Honolulu. They left Long Beach and they got to Honolulu in 4 days, which was pretty impressive. But it sat in the yard in Honolulu for 10 days before it got onto a barge and got over here to the Hilo side. And then I live in Kona, so I have to drive over to Hilo. So a little bit of logistics, but for the amount of money you saved, which was for me about $10,000, it worked out great. And the total cost of shipping was $2,300. So I'm up about $7,500 and a little extra time out on my part. But I've been so adept to like moving cars lately. Like when I say moving cars, I'm helping people buy and sell cars because so many of my clients are moving to the mainland and they've got a car to sell, and I'm matching them up with clients that need a car and so forth. So just something else that we do for you here at the Hawaii team. All right, that's the market update for October. And again, if you need to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, or have any questions about what it's like to live, work, and play here on the Big Island, contact us here at the Hawaii team. I'll actually pick up the phone, and we look forward to talking with you. Check us out at thehawaiiteam.com. Aloha.